In a jaw-dropping escalation that could plunge the entire Middle East into a full-blown war, Iranian and Russian fighter jets rained missiles upon the skies of Tel Aviv on Saturday morning, leaving Israel reeling in shock at the audacious joint attack on its most populous city. This audacious move by two major powers not only intensified tensions in an already volatile region, but also cast a spotlight on the evolving alliances and motivations underpinning this daring military action. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, deeply rooted in history since the late 19th century, has been marred by decades of violence, sporadic peace negotiations, and countless casualties on both sides. Recent years have witnessed a further deterioration of the situation, fueled by events such as the US recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital, the annexation plan in the West Bank, and heightened tensions surrounding the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. These factors have contributed to periodic escalations of violence, often centered around Gaza. The Gaza Strip, a small coastal enclave on the Mediterranean, has been under the control of the Palestinian militant group Hamas since 2007. Israel and Egypt have imposed a blockade on Gaza, citing security concerns and the need to prevent weapon smuggling. This blockade has resulted in dire humanitarian conditions, with the people of Gaza facing limited access to essentials like clean water, electricity, and medical supplies, further fueling resentment and resistance against Israel. Iran, a vocal supporter of Palestinian causes, especially those championed by Hamas, has played a significant role. The Iranian government, led by hardliners, positions itself as an unwavering defender of Palestinian rights and has proved financial, logistical, and military support to various Palestinian factions. This collaborative military action by Iran and Russia has added a new layer of complexity to an already intricate geopolitical landscape, raising profound questions about the future of the region. Iran, including Hamas, views the Palestinian cause as a significant part of its regional agenda. It utilizes this cause to project influence and assert its anti-Israel stance. Iran has a history of supplying Hamas with weapons, including rockets and missiles, which have been employed in attacks against Israel. Furthermore, Iran has been accused of training and advising Palestinian militants in Gaza. These actions contribute to Israel perceiving Iran as a direct threat to its security. In contrast, Russia's involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a more recent development, surprising many international observers. Despite historically maintaining diplomatic ties with Israel and having a significant Jewish population, Russia's support for the Palestinians has grown in recent years. The motivations behind Russia's involvement are multifaceted. Firstly, it's seen as a move to expand its influence in the Middle East, where Russia has been actively engaged in conflicts such as Syria. By aligning with Iran and supporting the Palestinian cause, Russia aims to strengthen its position as a key player in the region. Additionally, Russia seeks to balance its relationships in the Middle East, demonstrating impartiality by engaging with both sides of the conflict. The joint military action by Iran and Russia, launching warplanes on Tel Aviv, signifies a bold and provocative move. This action sends a clear signal that these two countries are willing to take direct military measures in support of Gaza. The timing of the operation is notable, occurring amid a surge in violence in Gaza and the West Bank, with casualties mounting on both sides. The situation on the ground is tense, with the Israeli public understandably anxious about the potential for further hostilities. Israel has also called for an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council to address the crisis and demand an international response to the actions of Iran and Russia. The Israeli government is likely to seek diplomatic support from its traditional allies, including the United States. The international community now faces a critical juncture, grappling with how to respond to this bold and provocative military operation. The United Nations and major world powers must carefully consider the consequences of the joint action by Iran and Russia and determine an appropriate course of action to prevent further violence and instability in the region. As the events unfold, the world watches with bated breath, awaiting diplomatic initiatives, condemnations, and potential efforts to de-escalate the situation. The Middle East, already a powder keg of tensions and conflicts, teeters on the edge, and the international response will play a crucial role in the course of events in the days and weeks to come. The joint military action by Iran and Russia, historically staunch supporters of Israel, has sent shockwaves through the international community, eliciting a variety of responses from countries and organizations around the world. Some nations have condemned the attack as a dangerous escalation, while others have called for restraint and diplomatic solutions. The U.S. State Department issued a robust statement condemning the attack on Tel Aviv and expressing unwavering support for Israel's right to defend itself. Given the historical alliance between the United States and Israel, this incident is likely to strain relations between the U.S., Iran, and Russia even further. Leaders of the European Union called for an immediate ceasefire and a return to diplomatic negotiations. The EU has consistently advocated for a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and has expressed concerns over the recent violence in Gaza and the West Bank. The United Nations Secretary General has called for an emergency meeting of the Security Council to address the crisis. The international body will be tasked with assessing the situation and determining a suitable course of action to prevent further escalation. Arab League member states expressed solidarity with the Palestinians and called for an immediate end to Israeli airstrikes in Gaza. The League also condemned the joint military action by Iran and Russia, viewing it as a destabilizing factor in the region. As the global community grapples with the aftermath of this joint military operation, diplomatic efforts and international responses will play a crucial role in shaping the future dynamics of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The joint military action by Iran and Russia on the Israeli capital, Tel Aviv, has introduced a new and dangerous phase to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This bold move has escalated tensions in the region, prompting questions about the motivations and goals of these two major powers. As the international community grapples with the aftermath of this operation, the immediate focus must be on de-escalation, ceasefire, and the prevention of further loss of life. Diplomatic efforts, led by the United Nations and supported by key world powers, are crucial in this endeavor. This immediate goal is to bring about a peaceful resolution to the conflict. It's essential to address the root causes of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, including long-standing issues such as borders, settlements, and the status of Jerusalem. A comprehensive peace plan that considers the aspirations and concerns of both Israelis and Palestinians is needed to achieve a lasting solution. The joint military action by Iran and Russia underscores the fluid and evolving nature of alliances in the Middle East. This shift may lead to recalibrations of alliances across the region, as nations re-evaluate their partnerships and navigate the changing geopolitical landscape. In the immediate future, it's crucial for the international community to work tirelessly to bring about a ceasefire and de-escalation of tensions. The United Nations, with the support of key world powers, should take a leading role in facilitating negotiations between the involved parties. Ultimately, a peaceful and lasting resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict will require the commitment and cooperation of all parties involved, as well as the unwavering support of the international community. Thank you for sticking with us all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss a video.